Alright, remember last video when I said this? As you can tell, I'm still purple name, but I'm not gonna be like next week from now on. Unless I get into a speedrun, but whatever. Yeah, this happened. Yeah, I got a 10-second run. I don't know how, but hey, I'm gonna be purple next week again. Woohoo! Before this video starts, I would like to say that I made an intro for the 30k PR video on every single class. I'm just going to post it right here from now on, and I will be making a specific intro for every single character. It will be a similar intro, but a character theme. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, enjoy the intro. Hello and welcome to another JNMG video. I'm your host JonNario, and today it is another 30k PR video. This time I will be using my Gunslinger. My Gunslinger is currently sitting at 32,718 power rank. You probably saw that intro in that video when I was like 33,400 something. It was because I was using the Crystal 3 maxed out gear on that was on my knight. I was using it on this character, just to get a little bit more attack speed and a little bit more powering, so that's why I was higher powering in that clip compared to this one. This one, it is the same as this is the equipment that it is on this character that I have on this character as a placeholder. Also, did you like the new intro? I worked a little bit on it. I was thinking how to make it, so that's pretty much going to be like the new 30k PR intro. Tell me if you like it in the comments below. If you don't, then I'll try to think of something else. Anyways, let's get started with the Gunslinger. 32,718 power rank. Currently I'm rocking the speedrun build. I'm just going to swap it between the speedrun build and now the farming build. But my stats are as follows. I'm currently rocking 365,407 magic damage. I have 248 attack speed, 248%. The maximum is 260%. I am missing Crystal 3 gears like crazy. I could be like over 250. I could be at the maximum at 258, I think, if I maxed out on Crystal 2. But I'm not gonna do it. I have 101%. 101.1% critical hit and 2,229.1 critical damage. I also said in the last video that I did not have enough light, but right now, since I have some Crystal 3s, my light just went up like crazy, and now I have 2,945 light, so I'm capable of doing like Uber 10 by myself with this character that doesn't have any rolls on light. Also, another thing that I'm going to mention is going to be the same thing with the Revenant. Like I said, the Revenant, I am going with the Shadow Tower build, so it is low light, high damage. It is pretty powerful. Anyways, moving on with the gems. The gems are the same as the 25k PR video, like all of my other gems. I tried to re-roll like everything else, but at the end I just re-rolled my cosmic gems. Still, I'm rocking a 2-1, let me just go with Empower Gems first. This one is a 2-1 magic, 2-1 crit damage, and my class gem is 2-1 magic. My lesser gems are 2-1 magic, 2-1 magic, 2-1 magic, 2-1 crit damage, 2-1 magic, and 2-1 crit damage. My cosmic gems are 2-1 crit damage and 2-1 crit damage on both my lesser cosmic gem, and my empower gem is 2-1 magic, 2 magic, 1 crit. So no light on any of my rolls, and I am rocking, like, if you're going in terms, I'm rocking a 19-17 roll, 19 magic damage, 17 roll critical damage. So that's pretty much my build, just to let you know. And my gear, it is fully Crystal 3 gear. I am rocking attack speed and critical damage on all pieces of gear. This is pretty much the same as the Stellar gear. I have no stars on any of my pieces of gear because, again, Crystal 3 is just ridiculously overpriced to upgrade, and I'm not gonna do it like immediately. It's just gonna take like forever. So I'm rocking a full Crystal 3 set. I do have like Magic Find 3rd set on hat and melee, well, weapon, because I already have 100% critical hit, so I don't need, I said melee, but it was a gun. I don't need like critical hit because I'm 100%. Magic damage because I want the most damage possible, and yeah, magic damage is the best thing ever. I'm currently rocking Primordial Water Dragon Pup. This is, as you're going to see, I'm also rocking a Magic Find Stellar 5 ring. But I'm going to tell you the speedrun build. The build that I'm rocking right here, this is the speedrun build that it is currently available, well, not available, but if you want to get the best time possible, around 10 seconds or less, it is possible to get 10 seconds or less. You have to have this specific build as a Gunslinger. So you need to have a Primordial Water Dragon Pup, or you can use the Starlight Dragonling as well, because it's pretty much the same thing. You need to be using Arcane Emblem, obviously, because of damage. You need to be using Vial of Minion Multiplication and the Evil Eye Emblem. So no Chronomatic Emblem and no Chrono Cuesli. If you want to do, like, you want to get the 10-second runs, and also obviously the Lunar Lancer subclass. The reason you should be using this too is because the ultimate ability on the Gunslinger lasts for 10 seconds. So if you're going for a 10-second run, you don't need Chronomancer Cuesli because it's only one ultimate ability. If you kill Daughter of the Moon within one ultimate ability, that's just 10 seconds. So that is why you don't need it. Same goes with the Chronomancer Cuesli and going with the Dragon, Primordial Dragon, Water Dragon ally, because it does have a chance of blasting with fire, so it does a little bit extra damage. Evil Eye Emblem, it summons a eye that does like 5.5 times damage, and if you have Vial of Minion Multiplication, you can throw 2 of them. So you have 2 Evil Eyes, and they will do incredibly high damage. Also, you need obviously Berserk Battler because of the increased attack speed, since Candy Barbarian is no longer, well, it's no longer a thing in speedruns. You can still use it, you can still do speedruns with the Candy Barbarian, but it's better with the Revenant. And yeah, that's the reason I also wanted to build my Revenant. So that is my speedrun build. I'm just going to swap it right here in 3, 2, 1. And that's it. This is the build that I'll be rocking. Oh, I forgot something. Oops. Now, this is the build that I'll be rocking with the Gunslinger, which is going to be Conjurer's Crucible Vial, because again, Conjurer's Crucible Vial is literally the best vial for Magic Find players. And I will be using Unyielding Emblem because I don't want to die like an idiot. I'm not using Death Defiance, so I will be using the Conjurer's Crucible Vial. And Mounted Cavalry because I don't have Boomerang on gear. Anyways, let's get started with the Gunslinger. How does the Gunslinger fare in Uber 10? The Gunslinger Uber 10 is one of the strongest characters out there. Just gonna say that outright. Is it one of the fastest? No, it is not one of the fastest. It's never been one of the fastest. Like, the Gunslinger is always a slow farming class, but it does such a high damage that you don't need like really high stats just to do really well. So let's say, for example, if I just see an enemy right here, I can just, you know, kill a boss. That is a boss with not even 3000 light, and you saw that I pretty much destroy life. And if you count the ultimate ability, the damage is just ridiculous. And you can complete dungeons rather easily with the Gunslinger. It is still a character that depends really heavily on this ultimate ability, so that is why I use Chronomancer Qsley instead of Prefer Penguin or something like that, because you need the cooldown reduction. You need to be using your ultimate ability as much as possible. Also, another thing that I have to say, it is that the Gunslinger is not a fast farming class. So characters like the Neon Ninja, the Revenant, heck, even like something like the Knight will do better than this character, because the normal Uber portals, like normal Uber 9, you could pretty much use rocket jump. You can technically use a rocket jump on this character, but you have to go really high on light in order to kill with one rocket jump. And it doesn't kill bosses. You cannot kill bosses with one rocket jump, even with arcane. You will leave them like really low on HP, and that is an ability that takes quite a bit to, you know, to reactivate. The only good thing is that if you have the ultimate ability, you pretty much saw that was a 3-star that got deleted. But if you don't have the ultimate ability, your only option is to keep spamming rocket jumps. I have to do 2 rocket jumps to kill a normal boss with Arcane Emblem active. So you need to be using Gunslinger with a heavy cooldown reduction and an energy regen ring in order to do well, because if you're not rocking either energy regen to do the most amount of rocket jumps possible, then you will die a lot. Well, not you will die a lot, what is wrong with me? You will take a lot of time to complete dungeons. So Curse Skulls, it is easy. You can rocket jump and kill enemies using rocket jumps. So I keep calling it rocket jump, it's blast jump, but you can pretty much do dungeons using your blast jump. And yeah, so if you see a boss, you can use your ultimate ability, and yeah, you just destroy life. You don't even need arcane. If you have like really high damage, you don't even need arcane. You can pretty much go either Chronomatic Emblem and the Unyielding if you're going with the Conjurer's Crucible Vial route. If you're not going the Conjurer's Crucible Vial, you can just use like you know, Death Defying. But to be honest, you're seeing it on screen, even with low HP, I'm still able to do like U10 no problem, even with this amount of light, even not one-shotting or stunning. So Death Defying is not 100% necessary, but it is very helpful. Do I still recommend the Gunslinger for dungeon farming? I do not. The Gunslinger is always and will be a Shadow Tower class. You can do dungeons. It is not saying that it is impossible to do dungeons. You can do dungeons with the Gunslinger. You can, like you're seeing on screen, you can do pretty well on dungeons, but you will be slower than pretty much everything else. And in U10, you want to have the fastest characters possible. First of all, because, I don't know, 5 stars once, that's one thing. Speaking of 5 star, let me just go into this 5 star. 5 star is going to be one thing. Secondly, it is the amount of world bosses that you can find inside the Geo Top site. So Geo Top site, you really need to be using, you really need to be doing like a lot of consistent damage and a character that relies solely on his ultimate ability, it doesn't do like very well. The only character that it is only on that can rely only on his ultimate ability that I think it is good in Geo Topside is the Dino Tamer. The Dino Tamer is probably the only class out there that is you can reliably use the ultimate ability and do well with that class. But other than that, like, characters that rely on ultimate ability aren't that great in Geo Topside, especially in U10, because you really kill a lot of world bosses and a lot of bosses. Like, you're seeing it on screen that I had to pretty much kill that 3-star with that one, and if you saw the knight video, you saw that my knight pretty much destroyed Geo Topside. One-shotting like normal mobs and 2-tapping pretty much every single normal boss. Like, and even 3-star I was like 2-tapping. So the Gunslinger is still good. It's still decent in dungeons. It is a character that still relies on his ult. It is an amazing Shadow Tower class. It is even more overpowered than ever before. So if you want to use like an insane Shadow Tower class, the Gunslinger is pretty much the best bet, and you probably know that already because it's pretty much the most popular class out there. And yeah, the character it's good, you can use it, but I do not recommend it for a Shadow Tower, well, not a Shadow Tower, a Geo Topside class. So if you're a Gunslinger main, I will suggest you getting another character that is good for dungeon farming, and use your Gunslinger for Shadow Towers exclusively, and then you will do pretty much better, in my opinion. Characters that are really good in Topside are pretty much high damaging characters that have like either really high multipliers like Revenant, like Vanguardian, or they're extremely mobile. Not fast, mobile, like the Pirate Captain Dino Tamer. Those characters are extremely mobile because you can move around and jump and evade like a lot of damage. Since enemies right here deal a lot of damage, they don't have like a lot of health, but they do a lot of damage. But yeah, this is the end of the Gunslinger video. Thank you for watching. As always, if you have a Gunslinger, let me know your powering in the comments below. And yeah, so leave a like if you want to help the channel grow, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and that is all for today. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and keep on hunting. And yeah, as of right now, I currently have 6 or 7 characters. I think it's 6 30,000 power rank on the buff. So look forward to that one. See ya.